Alright, welcome back. We're going to use our new key in this big tower. There's not any NPC summons actually beyond this point. We've passed the point where there's NPC hunters because, well, we're getting into the secrets of the hunters, right? There shouldn't be many hunters that you would exist beyond this point. Let's open the door and use our Astral Clocktower key and meet Lady Maria. The hands are pointing like they were when I saw them from down below. In fact...
Actually, I think they're pointing the opposite way.
There was one pointing lower. Well, we're mirrored. We're on the backside. So yeah, that makes sense.
No, I mean, they were...
But down there, we can kind of see... I'm pretty sure that's the side that we came from, not this side. You know, I didn't scout out here real quick to see if there's any items. I don't think I left any items. No, no items. I don't think... Or did we come up this side? Is that the church that we started from? I don't know. If you spend enough time looking... you can see the area that you start at, right? Because when we started this session, I was talking about how we could see this clock tower, right? And that there was two buildings. We're in between them. We're in that little zone that was in between the clock tower and the top of the church. So yeah, it's probably over that way is where we came from. And if I looked at it long enough, I could probably find the landmark or spot something. So yeah, so they're mirrored from what they were on the other side. Yeah, this is a boss fight if there ever was one. And I'm gonna say this is the best boss fight in the game, moveset design-wise, style of character. Like, they pulled out all the stops. Of course, I mean, she is the cover for the DLC as well. Alright, so I'm doing this so we can get a little bit of... a look at her. Don't think she triggers until I go inspect. So, alright. The first thing to note, I'm not going to inspect corpse, we're doing that now, on her, is there's a lot here to make you believe, or at least believe to the fact that she killed herself. That is how she ended up dead in the dream. Okay? The marks around the neck, where she's bloody right here, she has a move in the fight where she stabs herself there. So, and it says corpse. Alright, inspect corpse. The other thing is, hopefully, she is a little bit reminding you of the doll. What if her finger twitches? I've never stopped to look. I just thought of that now. Okay, doesn't look like it. Her hand's still bleeding, though. Right? And there's a lot of blood around. I mean, this is not... That's not a thing. That's just a glitch. Or maybe that's a shard or something. And there's little shards of things around in there. Oh, wait. Those are petals. Because she liked the flowers, and she has flowers up there. On what looks kind of like a grave. She has here... a photo that you really can't make out, okay? Let's just say there's two people in the photo. Like, people have gotten all angles and zoomed in, and you really can't make this out. There's a little wine glass there. Maybe she took a few drinks before she decided to off herself. But there is also text and lore description to support she committed suicide. Okay? Up here on this astral clock, we'll study this a little bit, I guess, after it, but I believe around the clock, can't really make out another one, can you? Okay. On this outer rim of the clock, which is not letting me see any others. There's one that's kind of hard to make out. There's one that's easy to make out. Around the outside of the clock are the Carol runes. Okay? You gonna take a guess what that one is? I don't know why I went there. Alright, it appears to be a sea or lake rune inverted. I thought there was one that wasn't inverted, and there was a specific rune. But all of these Carol rune symbols, or at least many of them, are inscribed. We'll see when we can activate the clock around there. But that's sort of significant that this is a sea rune. And here's... kind of looks like a grave, to be honest. I got a speculation as to whose that grave might be. Although it even could be her own. In the real world. Alright. So, yes, she looks a lot like the doll, and it's very likely that the person Gehrman made the doll after, in memory of, is Lady Maria. And there'll be some more we'll see in her fight to support that. Okay, I guess I procrastinated enough, haven't I? Is there any particular items? No items are going to help me in this. Let's do what we always do in Bloodborne. We just touch things which we really shouldn't be touching.
A corpse should be left well alone. Oh, I know very well how the secrets beckon so sweetly. Honest then will kill you now. Alienate you from your wild curiosity.
Alright. Lady Maria is going to be coming at me. Now you can get a couple good staggeries on her in this first round. Or not. Oh, I got robbed my stagger. Dodging back is deadly with her. You need to, like, add an angle, and I'm gonna die. Notice she's quick-stepping. Gehrman does that. Her gun hurts more than mine. Oh, I have no bullets. Okay, so I should stop trying to shoot my gun. I'm trying to change mode. There we go. I'm dead. Oh, this is gonna be a fight. I'm trying to remember if I took her down with Blades of Mercy in my other one, because of the quickness that they provide. Not with, definitely not with beast pellets. Like, you gotta dodge way too much to make that effective. I did not get a lot of staggers on her. I need to get my timing better. But she is staggerable in all phases of her fight, and that's sort of the trick, if you will, to her. I thought for sure that was going to stagger. Alright, maybe I can at least get to phase 2 this fight. I think I just got phase 2 here. There she goes, phase 2. As I said, she will stab herself. And now she's just sped up and amped up her attacks. And this attack sucks. Oh, that delay got me. Alright, like I said, she's still staggerable. But man, you gotta like be quick on it and just get the timing perfect. That's not good. There's just a beauty to her moveset, you know, and a grace and a deadliness, you know, that makes it like the best Bloodborne fight. Okay, I think we're going to round 3. No, not yet. Ah, damn it. Now we're going to round 3. Shit, I'm out of bullets. Damn it. I almost think I need to switch and try Blades of Mercy, because sword is way slow on her. There we go. I kind of want to switch to this weapon if we're going to have a partner. Is he lagging? Get another cooperator. It's gonna be a party. Go from getting no one to getting 3. Nice, dude. Oh, dude, I didn't even think about the tinnitus. Yeah, but that uses a lot of bullets. The tiny tinnitus is what he used there.
Yeah.
Yeah, wreck them for a change. Okay, gotta go away, gotta go away, gotta go away, gotta get away, gotta get away. Where'd she go? Okay. I got the visceral, and that was just all that they needed. I'll get my no echoes. Alright, sorry to have done you like this, Maria. You deserve better. Also, well, let's... Come on. Nice, you're gonna do make contact. Alright, you're just gonna pump it first. Alright, sweet. Oh, look, and he's all beasted out there. I know how he did that.
With that thing
All
I
right.
never went back to? Yeah.
Sorry, Maria, you deserve better than that. You deserve a one-on-one fight, but... I have taken her down one-on-one, but just it's not gonna happen in this lore play. So... The other thing that she did when she died, she reached for the sky. Gearman does that. He's the other one that does that when they fall down. They scream and reach for the sky. Celestial dial. We can use over there in a moment. We're gonna light this lamp first, though. Because I believe... I'm gonna go ahead and wrap out the Maria lore on this episode and just trim down whatever I have to trim down on those boss fights to make this time fit. Okay, so I believe we get a different dialogue here.
Good hunter, this may sound strange, but have I somehow changed? Moments ago, from some place, perhaps deep within, I sensed a liberation from heavy shackles. Not that I would know. How passing strange. Hunters have but
Okay. Yeah, so that's just a regular... I don't have enough to channel.
Farewell, good lady.
And I don't think she does anything different.
Welcome.
No.
What is it you desire?
Okay, so, like, it's very likely that, like the silver hair clip, okay? That was Maria's. Who Gearman fashioned the doll while thinking about Maria and obsessing about Maria, who killed herself. So that's how he lost her. That's why he was... That's the person, right? Since the doll has like a connection to Maria, but not a real connection, like a nightmare connection, that's why she has these reactions to Maria's stuff and Maria's essence, even though she's not like a repersonified Maria. And that's why you get that different dialogue here from the doll, because there's a part of her that is Maria, but she's not directly. And you can see how badass Maria was, right? Mm-hmm. You can see why Gearman wants nothing to do with this doll.
She's so dainty.
She's so dainty. She does any... Maria didn't do anything you asked.
No.
No. That's not the kind of woman that Gearman is attracted to, right? He like Maria, and this is almost spitting in the image of Maria, right? The Moon Presence doesn't realize that. The Moon Presence just thinks like, okay, this is what he wanted, right? Alright, because you remember in the doll's clothes, a deep love for the doll can be surmised by the fine craftsmanship and the care from which it was kept. It borderlines on mania and exudes a slight warp, right? So these are clothes that he's crafting in a version that can't exist because Maria died, of him and Maria being together. And that's somehow like, because Gearman's sort of this handy craftsman, you know, like he imagines making her clothes like that. And that's what he's picturing, a life together that can't possibly exist. So that's a doll set that comes up. I believe we can go to the Insight shop. And we can buy Maria's gear. Which, Maria had awesome gear. I'm just going to be wearing that. Alright. We're going to read descriptions here in a second, but... like, that's awesome. The half cloak and everything. Okay. Among the first hunters, all students of Gearman, was the Lady Hunter Maria. This was her hunter's cap, crafted in Canehurst. Maria is distantly related to the Undead Queen, but had great admiration for Gearman, unaware of his curious mania. Okay, so there's a lot in that little bit of text, right? Okay, so she was a student of Gearman, right? Mm-hmm. And an early student. She's got the quick step. Okay? And she doesn't use an item to do it. She's not like the hunter that we fight, the blood-addled hunter on Eileen's quest. That hunter very obviously uses the bone to get their quick step ability. Gearman and Maria do not. They've just mastered that art, okay? Her cap was crafted in Canehurst, and she's a distant relative of the Undead Queen. So she's from Canehurst. She's related to the Vile Bloods. Which possibly actually makes her descendant of the Pumerian Queen, because there might be a connection, and there might not. Okay. Also, unaware of his curious mania. Mania is what's used to describe his infatuation on the doll clothes. So she probably respected and admired Gearman, but didn't know he was in love with her. Hence his little books of how to, like, actually say, hey, would you like to go on a date sometime when we're not killing beasts for the church?
Or maybe that could be the date. She seemed to enjoy fighting things. She
would be fine with that. This was our Hunter's Guard, Crabbing Carehound, different Lady Undead Queen. Yeah, okay, so is all of this going to be the same? Yes. So when we find her weapon, there's a little bit more about her on her weapon. So, okay, let's put a couple pieces together. Let's take a moment and put some lore together here. You find the quick step bone at the DLC grave, but also of all the graves, it's the one the doll prays at. It may very well likely be the real grave of Maria, and that bone is hers. It says his name is lost on the bone, but if the name is lost, it's quite possible the gender would be lost too. Or that even over time they would even remember a female hunter, because many of the hunters that get talked about in the early days are men, right?
Yep.
So it would be possible that they would forget that. So it's very possible. That's her bone. And the reason that the doll is drawn to pray at this grave is, again, this weird pulling the doll has of not understanding these feelings that she gets because she's loosely connected to Maria, but not directly, so she's not Maria, so she has no memories of it. But she just knows this is the grave that pulls her the most. Okay, the other thing, putting lore together. We find in the real hunter's workshop, in Gearman's real workshop, we find the umbilical cord here at this little altar. So, Gearman had an umbilical cord. He somehow managed to get an umbilical cord, take it back to his shop, it's very likely the Hunter's Dream exists because he was using the ability cords to seek contact with the Great Ones to bring back Maria. Right? Because, I mean, his love isn't quite healthy. We're sort of, not a healthy relationship happening here. And not going to take away anything from the man, but yeah. So the fact that he would do dark seance rituals and attempt to contact the Great One, and of course, they're sympathetic in spirit. So the Moon Presence brings him into this Hunter's Dream and gives him the doll, but of course doesn't realize that's the ultimate irony of Gehrman's life, is that it's not Maria. It's the doll just come to life. And now he's sort of facing his mania every day for the rest of his existence, which has been quite a while now. Right? That's probably why when he's down here sometimes and you hear him sleeping and crying, which we did get in our other lore play, he's just crying. He's ready to go. Take him, please. Come get him. Lawrence, save me. Where are you? Because this is probably hell. Like, as much as this is supposed to be nice, it's hell. And yet, because of the man he is, he just keeps other hunters from taking his place and knowing this hell. A lot of lore dumped right there. Get ready. When we come back, we're going to mess with that Clocktower. And more lore is going to start to become clear. We're hitting, like, 99 maximum insight. Next episode.